Hey everyone, welcome to Lime Life and True Beauty with Biffy Ipple. Are you trying to make your Taco Tuesdays a little bit more exciting? Well, take a look at this recipe right here. These are amazing fish tacos with pineapple in them. So you're gonna need to get, first of all, your favorite kind of fish. It can be salmon, tilapia, then salt, olive oil, chili powder. Depending on how much limes you like to use, lots of limes. Of course, don't forget the cumin. You'll need some tomatoes, avocados, the pineapple, of course. Make sure you don't forget that. Some lettuce, corn flour tortillas, and a gallon baggie. Okay, so the first step is go ahead and add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the bag. We're gonna go ahead and marinate the fish first. Now you can use any kind of fish that you prefer. I used to use tilapia, but ever since I tried it with salmon, I haven't been able to go back. And so I personally prefer to make fish tacos with salmon. The next ingredient you're gonna add is about a teaspoon of cumin to the bag. As you can see, I was really struggling to open up this spice. But once you do, go ahead and pour it in. Now go ahead and add a teaspoon of chili powder. And now you're gonna go ahead and add a little pinch of salt to the bag. And now it's time to add the fish into the bag, so go ahead and put the fish in. I do also want to try this recipe with shrimp tacos, so maybe I'll be able to do that in the future. Finally, you're going to add a lime into there, and it's going to go ahead and make the marinade that you'll have for the fish. Now, if you want them marinated well, you're going to go ahead and put the bag in the fridge for 12 hours. I have, however, had those days where I've completely forgotten about this step and then I'm at a rush to make dinner. And I've noticed that marinating at least an hour or a half hour before still makes the tacos end up delicious. See you all in 12 hours. Welcome back. You're just in time for dinner. Go ahead and get the fish out of the refrigerator, and then you're going to pour out the pineapple juice and drain the can. I actually put this juice into a mojito, which I will show you the recipe for another day, so we'll set that aside for now. All right, on the stove over medium heat, go ahead and add the fish mixture and add the pineapples in there as well. You're gonna cook it for about 7 minutes, and you're gonna break it down and mix it around for that time frame too. Now, as you're going back and forth with cooking the fish, you're gonna go ahead and get your toppings ready. So go ahead and chop up the tomatoes. So the tomatoes that I'm cutting up are actually store-bought, but we've been growing tomatoes in our garden, and they are so delicious and sweet. We've also been growing some squash and zucchini. My mom actually ended up using the squash, and she put some Parmesan cheese with it and baked it, and it was so delicious. I can't wait to make some more. All right, so now go ahead and put your cut up tomatoes in a bowl, and they're ready to serve as a topping. Okay, you gotta make sure you have avocados so that you can make the guacamole topping for the fish as well. All right, go ahead and slice open the avocados and then get a bowl to prepare to mash it into guacamole. So now I think there's a lot more dietary trends that tend to use avocados now. And the other day, my dad was telling me that he read this article that people are more frequently going to the ER because they end up cutting their fingers when they're trying to take the seed out of avocados. So be careful, because actually I almost literally did this when I was recording this, and I'm so glad that you all didn't have to see that. Now go ahead and add a pinch of salt to the guacamole, and then squeeze a lime in there. All right, now this is where the fun part starts. Go ahead and get a masher and mash the guacamole mixture. Okay, so when I've cooked these tacos in the past before, I usually use 1 lime for the guacamole. However, this time it was a little bit too sour, and it's because I forgot to take into consideration that I was cooking for less people. So go ahead and just gauge it by taste. Okay, go ahead and cut up the lettuce for your next topping. Now, if you're ever wondering how to make me happy, buy me a salad spinner. It is my favorite kitchen item ever. And if I can find anything to save me a lot of time, then I'll take it. Next thing you'll need is somebody who is willing to cut up lettuce for you since you personally hate it. So my lovely husband did that for me. Also, does anyone else have any kind of suggestion or something else that you put as a topping for your fish tacos? Please let me know. Please message or DM me. I would really love to try it the next time that I make these tacos. Okay, so make sure that you don't forget this topping either. You're gonna go ahead and add some chili powder, about a teaspoon, a cup of sour cream, and then you'll go ahead and squeeze 1 lime in to make a sauce for your fish tacos. All right, go ahead and mix all 3 of those things together until it makes a nice mix for the sauce. Also, if you have any Chinese spoons on hand, they are the best to mix the sauce with. They're just the perfect size. Now go ahead and take a look at the fish and make sure it's done. All of mine was fully cooked, so I can go ahead and take it off of the stove. Last but not least, you're gonna go ahead and heat up the corn flour tortillas just to make them a little bit crispy. So go ahead and put in some olive oil and cook both sides of the tortilla until you're happy with it. And here's the finished product. This is one of my favorite recipes. If you liked this video, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel or Biffy Ippy Ip on Instagram or Lime Life and True Beauty with Biffy Ipple page on Facebook. Thank you so much. All my love and abundance to you all.